Oh God. Okay, this is a test. We are not going any further than testing with this, right? Right. Okay. So, in saying as such, hi, hello, my divine lovelies. Thank you so much for joining me here at the Yapper. We are so excited to be here, finally doing the podcast that I've been talking about for weeks. I'm wanting to do this testing session so that I can know what needs to be done coming up on the first, so that the first episode can fully be pushed out and I can have it all edited and refined and all nicely packaged in a box ready for you guys. I will say, seeing myself on camera, regardless of if it's on my nicer camera or on the webcam camera, it's still just so weird. And like, it's a feeling like it really finally hits you. My allergies are killing me. So I have the sniffles so bad, like so bad. But the whole point of doing this is so that we can get our daily read in. And today is Tuesday. It's a Mars ruled day. I think that's funny because it's martes in Spanish and it's a Mars ruled day. Tuesday has always been ruled by Mars. I was born on a Tuesday. And they often say that depending upon the day and who rules it will depend upon how you are in the world and how you operate. That's where the Wednesday's child, Monday's child, Tuesday's child, etc. came into play. It's always been a thing. So, interesting enough, we have two cards here that already fell out for the read of the day for us, and we have them as the Ace of Cups, or one of elixirs. And we have another elixir. We have the Five of Elixirs, except it is reversed. So that is the tarot message of the day. We're going to go ahead and work with my crystal deck, my crystal oracle deck. Oh, there goes one. I just want to make sure that I am doing everything. There goes two. And that is the second time I've gotten that crystal. That's so crazy. I love it because it's excellent for what I'm doing and it's excellent for me breaking my own boundaries. But we have the black tourmaline. And then we have carnelian, which I absolutely love carnelian because of the goddesses that I am associated with. It's one of my big stones that I use often and that I need to use more often, but I just tend to not use it because it gets me hyped up. Like, it gets me like I'm hyper, like ADHD on Adderall type of hyper. Like, I can get everything done, but it also gives you the hyperactivity and hyper aggressiveness. Like, for me, Adderall makes me hella aggressive. Like, especially coming down off of Adderall, I'm hella aggressive. So that's why I don't take it anymore. And carnelian kind of does that, but as long as I pair it the correct way, it doesn't do that too bad. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into today's daily read because it is very interesting indeed. It says on the card, Love Potion. This is my deck. It is the it's the Anatomy Tarot, I want to say, Human Anatomy Tarot. And his name is Steven. And he believes pink is a very masculine color. However, he is not in any other energy other than his divine masculine energy. So with the Ace of Cups, this is about new emotional opportunities. This can be new love ventures. This can be a new way of processing your emotions. Considering that we're currently in Scorpio season, I feel like it's more so on the lines of new ways of processing our emotions, especially our deep, dark emotions that make us feel like we're out of control or we're in a place that we can't come back from. Scorpio is so big about stripping us down to the bare minimum so that we can flourish so that we can blossom into the beautiful, beautiful tree, beautiful flower that we are supposed to be, because we were able to shed all of the things that we no longer needed, such as petals and molting. Like, I don't know why the molting process just came to my mind. I feel like I'm thinking a lot about butterflies and moths and larvae a lot whenever I think of Scorpio, because it's a transformative process. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto and Mars. So it can happen, whenever it comes to Scorpio and how the transformation happens. They're very big on transmuting energy too. So a lot of the negativity, a lot of the things that are no longer meant for you are going to be falling away this Scorpio season. I want to say it's definitely going to be more so on the lines of connections and possibly friendships and relationships. Now, if you're not currently in a relationship, then you understand that you're probably shedding some preconceived notions and beliefs that you had regarding love and relationships and how you operated and moved in those ways. You could be feeling lonelier than usual this season. Make sure that you are taking your vitamins. Make sure you're getting out in the sunlight, taking walks, going outside, and getting breaths of fresh air so that you don't allow seasonal depression to get the best of you. I absolutely am the biggest advocate regarding seasonal depression and making sure that we are taking care of ourselves in the most basic fundamental ways, because I have a like being caught up as an adult in the working world, we have a tendency to completely neglect our self-care. Even outside of the like one day that we do it, it is a daily, everyday thing. We forget that self-care is something that you don't just practice one day a week. You practice that every single day with how you take care of yourself. What are you feeding yourself? Are you hydrating enough? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you making sure that you are talking and being around the people that are good for you and that don't feel like energy drainers and energy vampires? You know what I mean? So, oh my God, my nose is awful. It's one of those things. It's more that type of energy. We don't need to be around the things that are no longer for us. So you are going to be moved to get out of those places. That's the energy of Scorpio. That is the transformation. That is the rebirth. That is the phoenix rising from the ashes type of thing that we're getting. And with the Five of Cups, with the Five of Cups here, apologies, with the Five of Cups reversed here, this does make me feel like we are moving on. Where if the Five of Cups upright is about failure, it's about defeat, it's about setbacks that we feel emotionally burdened with. It could be something not going our way. It could have been a disappointment where we got rejected. We didn't get what we wanted in that sense, and it made us very emotionally distraught. It's very much about Cups are very much about emotions and feelings. So because we got two elixirs here, the Five of Cups is telling us, especially in the reverse position, that we are no longer allowing the failure and setback to hold us back. We're no longer staying in this mindset, in this state of mind of that hurt me and I don't have anything else to do, or that hurt me and I'm not going to do anything else. And it puts you in a sense of stagnancy. With it reversed, it is now telling you that you are learning from the failure. You're learning from the setback and you're actually perceiving it differently. Usually this is all about the perception of the mind, especially whenever the fives come in, because it's all about change. Change is ruled by fives in tarot. So fives in tarot can be kind of chaotic sometimes. It doesn't matter what you get it in. Five of Wands, Five of Swords, and Five of Pentacles. It is all full of chaos because it is full of change and transformation. Now that I'm thinking about it, each and every single five is. It's all about either a conflict, but you're also transitioning out of the sense of needing conflict. It's about a lot of different things, but mainly fives, even in numerology, rule changes and changes that are to come. So, with that being said, what changes are you initiating in your own life that are allowing you to be in a more refreshed emotional mindset? What are you doing, and what are the changes that you are putting forth this Scorpio season to transform your emotional state from the inside out? Are you doing the work? Are you neglecting it? Because if you neglect it, it's going to happen. It's just going to happen in a lot rougher of a way. Let me be the first to tell you, it will happen in a way rougher way than you were ever anticipating or wanting it to happen. And we just don't want that. We don't want that. So with the black tourmaline, It is a grounding, magnetized gemstone with a reputation for protecting anyone and their psyche from cases of delusions, craziness, and it establishes a powerful energetic boundary between us and the energetic world, especially from energy vampires. I feel like this is very, 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 very on point, very needed because the veil is so thin right now. And I feel like everybody is feeling it. We're right close. We're literally right. We're actually, if I'm correct, we are currently in Samhain. Like we're actually in Samhain as of today and then going into the 3rd of November, if I'm correct. Maybe I'm a little off. I might be off, so check me if I'm off. But Samhain is actually starting today and going into the 3rd of not December, of November. So the veil is very thin. We have a lot of spiritual enlightenment coming to us, a lot of epiphanies, a lot of aha and realization moments that could be happening, especially with the new moon in Scorpio coming up on, what is it, Friday? Yeah. Yeah, especially with the new moon in Scorpio happening on Friday. There's a lot of things that are changing in our atmosphere and in our direct environment, and we need to sit still, be making sure that we are keeping ourselves protected by staying away from the people, places, and things that drain our energy, and making sure that we are taking enough time to listen to the divine guidance and intuitive knowledge that it's going to be bringing forth to us. Now, with carnelian, as I said, it's an absolute wonderful stone. It's really good for fire signs. It's also good for people who are needing a little bit of kick in the ass with energy, you know? It's a cherry red. Ancient Romans used to, it looks like, it says ancient Romans used to put it in rings and it would ward off insecurities. I completely agree. Carnelian is that stone. It really is. It also talks about where you need to put it. You put it wherever you want to inject some passion and confidence into your, it says either into your palate or into your pelvis. Please do not put a stone into your, do not. It is saying put it on your pelvis. Do not insert any fucking, do not insert any crystal into your body ever. Just do not. It's not for you. It's not something that you need to be doing. Um I don't know why I even have to give that advisory, but please do not. Do not. It's not good to, I don't care the yoni stones. I don't care. There's certain things that don't belong in your body. And I feel like gemstones are one of those things. Unless you were swallowing it like the old Victorian age where they used to get it out because they would shit it out, please do not put anything in your body. Like even the Victorian age, it was like an antibiotic, and we have antibiotics now. Please do not put any gemstone in your body. But it talks about to whenever you need to find your creativity and sex drive. Carnelian, everyone. Carnelian. That is the message of the day. I'm going to go back. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to see what needs to be done. I absolutely love the fact that I ended on 1313. I'm a big angel numbers bitch. So I will be the first one to be like, "Oh, look, it's an angel number." I'm that girl. I am. But I know that my friends and family love me all the same, and I love them just as much, and I love you all. Thank you so much for being here with me on the Yapper. This is a very short episode, but I plan on all the others being a little bit longer. Going forward with the podcast and with these, we're going to have them being about, we're going to say at least minimum 45 minutes. Sometimes they will go over into an hour and a half. I want to give you all of the messages that are that I can possibly give to you, that I am receiving intuitively, that I just have inside me, that I need to just talk it out with. You know, like, even if this is just a little therapy session or a little like us getting our stuff out and you learning about tarot, you know, the pull of the day as well as the astrology of the day, that's all that matters to me. That is all that matters to me. And speaking of the astrology of the day, today, without me looking at an astrology, like, I don't have the wheel in front of me right now, so this is just me like going off the top of my head. I know what's coming up this week is the new moon on Friday. This week itself is definitely paving the way for us to start November on an excellent foot. It is an excellent way for us to purge if you are having some emotional intensity that is coming out. If you are feeling, honestly, this can come out in a various amount of different ways. If you're feeling that you're unsatisfied, if you are feeling like you're not doing enough, if you are feeling neglectful of something in your life, pay attention to these feelings. Pay attention to what you are feeling, how it makes you feel. Write it down, and especially write down what you were feeling, not feeling, what you were thinking about whenever you were feeling these things. How did you feel inadequate? What did you feel like you were neglecting? What are you feeling like you could be doing better in? You know, you can only do as much as you allow yourself to do. And I believe in you. I know that you are capable of amazing things, especially being able to change your entire mindset and perspective. And that is what we are here for. We're here to do that together because the world is hard and the human experience is harder. So I want us all to be able to talk about everything, be able to share our opinions, because if you don't have anybody who differs or has different opinions than you, then you can never really be enlightened and you can never possibly grow and learn. I am a lifelong learner. I will never stop learning. I love the fact that I get to constantly be a student. I am constantly asking people for their opinions. Tell me what you feel. Tell me how you feel. Tell me what you think about this topic. Tell me how this is making you, like, what does this make you think about whenever you're talking about these things? I love that. And I want to be able to share that with everyone else. And I want people to be more open to sharing that. Like, we're not here to do life alone. That was like one of the biggest things that I heard whenever I was a Christian and I went to church. That was one of the things they were like trying to encourage, groups and group learning and group study. And they constantly, it was Pastor Craig Groeschel. And he's one of the few pastors I respect. And that's the only reason I use his name on my podcast. I respect him as a man and I respect him as a pastor. He said, we're not meant to do life alone. And I've never heard anything so much that I resonated with so much. We're not meant to do life alone. Even if you consider yourself a loner, you need to have at least 1 to 2 people in your life that can hold you accountable and can support you in whatever you are doing. That is currently where I'm at. I have my 1 to 2, and that's all I'm going off of. I'm just going off of my 1 to 2. I don't need more than that. I'm not a big circle, big clique type of person, because the bigger your clique, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're loyal to you. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and sign off of here so that I can get to my job and get to my editing. I appreciate you all for being here on this very first episode of the Yapper and being able to do this podcast, practicing, seeing how I feel on the camera, seeing how I feel whenever I'm talking to you all. I absolutely love this, and I hope you did too. Much divine love, guidance, support, and protection over each and every one of you. Bye.